High blood pressure is one of the most common and most dangerous health problems facing adults over 60. It often rises quietly, without obvious symptoms, yet it places constant strain on the heart, brain, kidneys, and blood vessels. The good news is that there is a simple morning habit that can support healthier blood pressure naturally, without extreme diets or complicated routines. But to understand why it works, you first need to know what's really happening inside your body after age 60. I am Dr. Edward Collins, and for over 25 years I've helped adults over 60 understand circulation, aging, and the everyday choices that protect independence and mobility. Here's the reality many seniors don't hear clearly enough. After 60, stiffening blood vessels, slower nitric oxide production, and subtle dehydration make blood pressure harder to control, even if you're taking medication or eating reasonably well. According to U.S. data, nearly 7 out of 10 adults over 60 live with elevated blood pressure, and uncontrolled levels double the risk of stroke and heart failure. What's truly at stake isn't just numbers on a cuff. It's balance, walking confidence, mental clarity, and the ability to live independently. In this video, I'll walk you through a ranked list of simple morning choices that support blood pressure. And I'll also reveal the common mistake many well-meaning seniors make that quietly works against them. The single most important biological reason blood pressure rises after age 60 is the gradual loss of blood vessel flexibility, a process known as arterial stiffening. In younger adults, arteries expand and relax easily with each heartbeat. After 60, the inner lining of those vessels, the endothelium, produces less nitric oxide, a molecule that tells blood vessels to relax. When nitric oxide levels fall, vessels stay tighter, resistance increases, and blood pressure rises even when the heart is working normally. Researchers studying aging populations have found that nitric oxide production can decline by more than 50% between ages 40 and 70. Geriatric specialists also note that older adults are more prone to mild chronic dehydration, which thickens the blood and further increases pressure inside already stiff vessels. Clinical studies show that even a 1 to 2% drop in hydration status can measurably raise systolic blood pressure in seniors. What surprises many people is that this process continues even when they follow standard advice like eat less salt or walk more. Those steps help, but they don't directly address endothelial decline. After 60, the body becomes less efficient at absorbing key minerals, producing nitric oxide, and regulating morning blood pressure surges that happen naturally upon waking. This is why many seniors see higher readings in the morning despite doing everything right. The issue isn't effort, it's biology, and biology requires targeted support. One common mistake many seniors make is focusing only on salt reduction. While excess sodium matters, aggressively cutting salt can also reduce essential electrolytes, which the body needs to regulate blood vessel tone. This can actually increase stiffness inside the arteries rather than improve flexibility. Another widespread habit is relying solely on blood pressure medication while ignoring hydration and nutrient timing. Medications can lower numbers, but they don't repair the aging endothelium where the real pressure problem begins. A third misconception is believing that light exercise alone is enough. Walking is excellent for mobility, but without supporting nitric oxide production and circulation chemistry, its impact on blood pressure plateaus after 60. The medical gap here is that standard advice treats the symptom, the number on the monitor, not the underlying biology of aging blood vessels. The encouraging truth is that vascular decline is not fixed or irreversible. With the right daily support, blood vessels can regain function, responsiveness, and efficiency, even later in life. Starting at number 10, light morning stretching earns a spot because it gently increases circulation after sleep. Studies suggest it can lower morning systolic pressure by about 3 to 5%, but the limitation is that it doesn't change blood vessel chemistry on its own. It helps, but it's incomplete. Number 9 is reducing late-night eating. This lowers overnight insulin spikes and can modestly improve morning readings by a few points, yet it works slowly and depends heavily on consistency. The verdict: helpful background support, not a primary fix. At number 8 is increasing potassium-rich foods like bananas or beans. Potassium helps counter sodium's effects and supports vessel relaxation, with improvements around 4 to 6% in some adults. The downside is absorption declines with age, so food alone may not be enough. Number 7 is morning walking, A 10–15-minute walk can reduce pressure temporarily by improving blood flow, but the effect fades within hours if not paired with vascular support. Number 6 is reducing caffeine first thing in the morning. This avoids temporary spikes in pressure, especially in sensitive seniors. It doesn't lower baseline blood pressure, but it prevents unnecessary strain. Number 5 is magnesium intake through food or supplements. Magnesium supports vessel relaxation and may improve readings by 5 to 7%, though too much can cause digestive upset. Number 4 is beetroot juice. It increases nitric oxide availability and can reduce systolic pressure by up to 8% in some studies. The limitation is taste tolerance and variability in response. Number 3 is adequate morning hydration with plain water. Even mild dehydration can raise pressure by several points, and correcting it often produces a noticeable improvement within days. Number 2 is combining hydration with mineral support, especially potassium and magnesium together. This improves blood vessel responsiveness more reliably than water alone, with consistent improvements around 7 to 10%. And finally, number 1 is a specific morning drink that combines hydration, natural nitric oxide support, and mineral balance. Used correctly, it addresses the root biological issue rather than just the symptoms. The top 3 solutions all work because they support blood vessel biology, not just blood pressure numbers. Number 3 is consistent morning hydration, which restores blood volume and reduces unnecessary vessel strain after sleep. Number 2 is hydration, combined with minerals like potassium and magnesium, which improves how blood vessels relax and respond throughout the day. But the number 1 solution is a simple morning drink that brings these elements together while also supporting nitric oxide production. The most effective option for many adults over 60 is a morning glass of water with natural nitrate support and minerals. This typically means 12 to 16 ounces of room temperature water, consumed within 30 minutes of waking, combined with either a small amount of beetroot powder or beet juice and a pinch of a balanced mineral source. This combination works better than pills alone because it improves hydration, supports nitric oxide availability, and enhances blood vessel flexibility at the same time, right when morning blood pressure naturally peaks. Preparation matters. The drink should be taken before coffee or tea, on an empty stomach if possible, to improve absorption. Start with a low amount of beetroot, about 1 teaspoon of powder or 2 ounces of juice, to assess tolerance. Most people notice steadier morning readings within 1 to 2 weeks. A harmless side effect can be pink-tinted urine or stool, which is common and not dangerous. A realistic medical caution is that anyone with kidney disease or on potassium-affecting medications should discuss mineral intake with their healthcare provider. Used appropriately, this morning routine supports circulation rather than forcing blood pressure down. The most common mistakes to avoid are skipping morning hydration, relying only on medication without vascular support, starting with too much beetroot too fast, and assuming rising blood pressure is simply unavoidable with age. A better way to view this change is not as inevitable decline, but as a gradual nutritional and biological deficiency that can often be supported with the right daily habits. For the next 30 days, focus on one calm goal. Protect your independence. Begin each morning with proper hydration and vascular support. Keep your movement steady and safe, and pay attention to how your body responds. Small, consistent steps can support balance, confidence, and long-term quality of life without extreme measures.